Hello everyone! Welcome to Nerea's channel. First of all, before answering your questions, I want to just say a big thank you to all of you who wished me happy birthday. I'm so happy to see the reaction from so many of you. Yes, and especially the so creative, amazing Instagram posts. Yes, it was so much fun watching them and sharing them, so thank you so much. So, this is our Q&A question for my birthday. I'm going to answer to 22 of them. So, the first question. The first question is about if Yamatai was bald, will we still be together? Yes, and I think that would depend if Yamatai changes his personality after he gets bald. So, if he's bald and he's still the person who I fell in love with, then we will still be together. Yeah.
Probably I'll be more stressed, so my personality will be like a little like spicy.
Spicy bald Yamatai. So attractive.
Sounds great.
Second question. My favorite thing about being a ballet dancer. I think the favorite thing of being a ballet dancer is to be able to express my emotions on stage. That's for me. And also, I'm a very perfectionist person. Like anything I do, I like to try to make it the best I can. And I think ballet, as an art, I like to express my emotions, but as a body training and as an art, I think it's very hard to get to the perfection. So I like to everyday work, and that kind of process I really enjoy. So yes. Third question, what kind of perfume do I use? Actually, I like to change perfumes. It's not that I have one that I really like. During the summer, actually, some fans gave me, it's called the Shiro brand, right? The Shiro brand, and it was really good. I like the Shiro perfume. Fourth question, what is the meaning of my name, Nerea? Yes, so Nerea is actually a Basque name, and Nerea in Basque means mine. Good job. In Spanish, that name is Mia, so a very popular name. Fifth question, have I ever had a break in ballet life? So I wouldn't say that I had a very big break. During the summers when I was studying at the Bolshoi, that we had like a 3 months break, I always tried to do summer intensive, which I really recommend. I think they are very great to keep in shape during the summer and also to build more connections. I think my biggest break maybe would be like 2 months. Sixth question is it normal to have kids in Spain before you get married? I think it used to be very strict because Spain is, they believe in God as well. So they used to get married in churches and then they would have kids. That's how what Spain believed. But nowadays, it's, you know, like I think also in America, in many more countries, it's more free. So depending on the people, it could be like they get married and then they have kids, or they don't even get married and they have kids. So it really depends. I think for each person is different, and their beliefs and the things they like, the way of thinking, right? So I don't think there's a right or wrong, it just depends. Seventh question is what I would be if I wasn't a ballet dancer. This is also a very popular question. So I think I would definitely be a teacher. I really enjoy teaching, and that's one of my other passions, teaching. If it wasn't ballet teacher, it would be in a high school probably. Yes, I really like teaching. Eighth question. Our happiest moment with Yamatai. I think it's very hard to pick one. We had really great experiences over these almost 3 years of our relationship. I think, in my opinion, it would be us traveling. We traveled to many states in the US. We traveled to
Florida, we traveled to San Francisco, and New Jersey, Texas now, and Indiana.
Number 9. It's the meaning of the name of our cats, Keita and Eder, right? We already explained this before in another of our videos when we introduced Keita and Eder. But Eder is a Basque word which means beautiful. So Eder means beautiful, uchukushi. Yes. We wanted them to have a Basque name and Japanese name. Keita, I think it's a mix between Kaito and Nerea, the name.
Oh yeah, sure.
Number 10! Most difficult thing for me in ballet and how did I get over it? I think the training years were very hard, especially when your body is not made for ballet. That's one of the most struggling parts of being a dancer. So you can either give up or you can either try to make your body look the way it's supposed to look, like trying to improve your feet, your lines, right? So I think it's a constant work with myself. That's the hardest part. But as I said, I really enjoy that part as well. So it's not like I'm over it, but every day trying to work for it, it gives me motivation. 11th question! Yay! So, the 11th question is, have I ever been homesick, right? So, I have to say that I've been very homesick, especially the first year I left my home. Before I went to Moscow, I was training in Madrid for a year. And I have to say that that was the hardest time for me, more than Moscow even, because I was in a dorm for 2 weeks and then I went home for the weekend. And I was finally getting used to live alone and then going back home and getting comfortable there and having all the love and then having to go away again and come back and go away. I think that's harder than just go for 3 months, right? It's gonna be very tough in the beginning, but then you get used to it, your emotions get better, and then when you go home, you know, when you go back, it's not as hard. So I think that's the time that I was the most homesick. Number 12. Yes, this is also a ballet related question, and it's, what do you must have to be a ballet dancer? This is a very hard question because it really depends, again, of the person. For me, a ballet dancer should have, first of all, passion for the arts, passion for hard working. If you don't really work hard and you are not consistent with your work, it's gonna be very hard to be a ballet dancer. Of course, you have to have good body conditions as well, right? Like good feet, good lines, good proportions, right? That's what makes an ideal ballet dancer looking. But as I said, if you don't have some of these points, you can always work for them and try to improve as much as you can. And then if you work very smart, actually there are so many dancers, principal dancers, that they don't have the best bodies, right? But they know how to work with them. So being very smart about it. Number 13, my favorite Japanese place. As you know, I love Japan. But I think I really like being in Hakodate, Yamatai's hometown. It's very peaceful, very beautiful, and it's special. Number 14, which role do I want to dance? There are so many. There are classical ballets. Dramatically, I think Giselle is one of my favorites, to be like a sweet, pure girl, and then to transfer to this another state of mind and emotions. I think that's very appealing for me. Giselle, yes. Aurora. Many people also told me that I would be a good Juliet, because I'm small, young, passionate. So maybe Juliet would be a good role for me, maybe. For 15, if Yamatai and I were animals, what would we be? So I think that's pretty obvious. I called him Mono already. Mono means monkey. I think we would be monkeys. Monkey and half monkey, half sloth. Yes. Number 6. 15. My favorite funny face of Yamatai. Look, there are so many. As you can see already in this video, he makes so many funny faces. I would put a picture here of my favorite Yamatai funny face. What kind of costumes are good? Actually, this is a very good question because costumes can make you look good on stage, costumes can bother you on stage, costumes can be bad for partnering. Choosing a really good costume is very important for your performance to go well. You have to find that it's not too long for you, not too short. For tutus, I recommend the soft material ones, especially for your upper body, so you can be able to bend and use your fort de bras. Some stiff ones are not actually very good, so if you have softer upper body materials, that would be very helpful. Yes. Number 18. The most tasty food in America. Here in Texas is very popular the barbecue. We tried it and it's very tasty. I think depending where you go, which state you go, you can find very delicious food. I love American food, but I'm mostly fan of, as you know, Japanese or Asian food. So even we're in America, we try to go to those kinds of places. So barbecues are very good. I like the pumpkin pie, it's so delicious. And apple pie as well, so delicious. Number 19. What is our next dance with Yamatai? Which performances are coming up? So we are already preparing the Nutcracker, and our performances will be in November and December here in Texas. And we are preparing the Snow Pas de Deux from the Nutcracker and the Sugar Plum and Cavalier Pas de Deux. And we are also doing the Russian dance in the Nutcracker. Number 20! Besides ballet, what is good to practice, or what kind of training is good for ballet besides ballet class? And I would say Pilates, yoga, body conditioning, also cardio exercises would be good. Could be like skip roping or running. I wouldn't recommend too much the running just because you can get shin splints and knee problems. So try to find a low impact cardio. Yes, pro tip. My favorite quote. It's my favorite Spanish saying. In Spanish it's no dejes para mañana lo que puedes hacer hoy, which literally means don't leave for tomorrow what you can do today. It's my favorite. Don't leave for tomorrow what you can do today.
Hasta ya no, vaquero!
Okay, hopefully that's right. The last one, 22. My life goals and purpose. So my life goals is to, first of all, keep dancing. I would like to dance for many years still. Trying to improve as a ballet dancer, trying to improve my technique and artistry, try to dance my dream roles, keep teaching, keep sharing my knowledge and experience with the young generation. Definitely is part of my goals. Personal life goal, I would say I would like to stay healthy, for my family to stay healthy, for Yamakai and I to have many beautiful and great experiences together, memories. As a YouTuber, my goal is to share also my knowledge with you, for you to know more about ballet, and yeah, just to share with you and to have fun. So, these were my 22 answers for your questions. I actually had like over 400 questions, so I have them all here. It was gonna be such a long video, so I had to choose 22. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you subscribe. Channel 登録お願いします。So, see you all next week. Bye bye. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye.